Can one make a living by beginning with nothing? Yes, of course one can. Just because you're not born into a wealthy family doesn't mean you won't end up rich. It just means you're not born into a wealthy family. Making it big financially is a dream of many, but the reality of few. However, attaining a substantial level of financial success is not as hard as you might think. If you're willing to commit to the process and establish appropriate standards, then success will come to you. This is because your ideas as stages as that. Ideas. Instead, take the initiative to make them reality. An idea without a plan is nothing but an idea. And while money is not required to lead a life of privilege, it often starts there. Spending more than you make in a month causes you to go into debt and impacts your ability to save and invest. Being wealthy isn't about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. The bottom line, if you want more wealth in your life and more freedom from stress, then start thinking like an investor instead of an employee. On the contrary, if you decide to adopt a more moderate lifestyle, it's mathematically certain that you simply will soon be ready to increase your assets. So let's begin. Here are some tips to go from 0 to $1 million financially. Number 1. Change how you think. When you were a child, did you ever dream of being rich? What about when you were in high school or college? In order to become rich from nothing, it is essential to change your mindset. You need to believe in yourself and your abilities. Getting started isn't that hard, but keeping at it while others are still dreaming is what separates those who start from those who achieve. The hardest part of achieving something is believing that you can do it in the first place. Make sure your mindset includes a strong belief in yourself. While other people dream of becoming rich from nothing, go out and make your dreams a reality. Start to convince yourself that you can do it. Becoming a millionaire is not impossible. Number 2. Plan how to make money. Consider how many different methods are there to make $1 million. For example, if you sold a product for $100 to 50,000 people, you've just made $5 million. If you sell a $50 item to 100,000 customers, the same findings apply. Nowadays, using the internet and e-commerce sites like eBay or Facebook advertisements will let you reach a vast number of people. To truly become wealthy, just saying "I want to get rich" is insufficient. The first and most critical step is to devise a solid strategy and put it in writing. Making a financial plan is in many ways not just the start of a project, but also what defines a success. For example, let's say you want to open a restaurant. You will not be successful if you do not plan properly how much you want to earn in the first, second, and third year. How many customers do you need to have weekly to achieve that goal? How much money do you have to invest to generate that customer flow? And so on are a couple of questions you must ask yourself. Of course, your financial plan must contain as many options as possible. A well-written financial plan like the Monopoly box should always contain the items unexpected and probability. Number 3. Create 3 sources of income. If you only make money through one job, you run the danger of losing your only source of income if the enterprise goes out of business tomorrow. The argument is that being wealthy with only one wage will become increasingly difficult, and this applies to both the public and the private sectors. Whatever you do with lifelong work contracts, the typical secure job of the past is no longer available. While a decent job and the financial stability it offers are crucial, consider diversifying your portfolio. The wealthy do not rely on a single source of income. They must have at least 3. You may invest in a financial product, sell products on the internet, start a blog, invest in stock market, or use your leisure time to teach a new language using a computer. You can also buy a property and put it up for rent. Number 4. Learn a high-income skill. A high-income skill is a skill that allows you to earn a minimum of $10,000 per month. Why should you learn a high-income skill? Because it doesn't require investment money and you risk absolutely nothing. All you have to do is find one thing you like to do and learn how to do it very well. After which, you have to find a customer who needs your service. There are skills in high demand, such as accounting and coding. Yes, becoming a master at something like these would make you a prime candidate for high-income careers. But if you're set on becoming rich without going to school, your best bet is to invest in yourself and learn to sell something of value to someone. This can include anything from writing or teaching to personal training or handiwork. The key is selling something that people want and finding ways to help them with their problems, whether that's providing business solution or marketing insights. Start by doing your research. Search around online for potential markets and products people could pay you for. Meet with potential clients. Then start building out a business plan so you have your bases covered come launch day. The ways to make money can be different, and how you earn money online requires some specific elements. There are plenty of good books on how to become a consultant, freelance writer, website designer, life coach, or social media marketer, so don't be afraid to try something new. If things work out, those new skills could be your ticket out of a low-paying work and into a higher income career. The pay difference between minimum wage and $100,000 per year isn't as big as you think. Number 5. Hang out with the right people. Everyone wants to make more money, but some people seem to be able to figure out how, while others struggle with their finances. The big difference? Successful people know how to hang out with the right people, who in turn help them learn a high-income skill and land a high-paying job. If you're not born into wealth or have the right connections, who can you network with? With online social media sites, it's easier than ever before. Ask your Facebook friends for referrals and introductions. The best way for them to get acquainted is over email so that you're not imposing on their time via phone or other social networking tools. Doing it yourself has the danger of not only spending your money on unsuccessful investments, but also of not being able to select the strategy that best meets your financial needs. You must surround yourself with the proper people, like specialists who understand how to make the best judgment possible when faced with the hundreds of technical challenges that any entrepreneur meets on a daily basis. Number 6. Save money. To become rich from nothing, you'll need to figure out how to save money. Fortunately, it's easy to save money on anything, but it takes time and dedication. One of our favorite ways to save money is to keep an ongoing list of all the expenses, so we know where all the money is going each month. Once it's all clear where all the hard-earned dollars are disappearing each month, it's easy to pinpoint ways to cut down where necessary. The key here is cutting back. You don't want your saving tips to hurt your quality of life. Resist spending your money on fleeting goals like tropical vacations, which you can have later. Spare some of your money for luxury cars and fancy watches. Try and continue the same lifestyle you did before. It will pay off in the end. Try not to immediately buy expensive stuff or go all out with your spending. Open a new, separate account in which you can store your savings and consider them entirely untouchable. Number 7. Invest money. Investing is a vital piece of becoming rich from nothing. Whether you're just starting out or have spent years building your fortune, it's always smart to invest money in order to grow your finances. When you put money into investments such as stocks, real estate, and bonds, they typically increase in value over time. While investing won't guarantee that you will become rich, it can definitely help. With careful planning and some luck, your investment could be worth more than you put in, and you'll be on your way to living a life of luxury. Before getting started with investments, however, make sure that you have enough money to invest without needing to tap into your emergency fund or retirement account. The first thing you must always keep in mind is to avoid concentrating in one investment. The golden rule is to diversify. What you should do is not just buy one stock, but buy many stocks so that when one goes down, the others should be able to cover the loss. Of course, it's hard for all stocks to go down at the same time, but it's certainly not impossible. And by diversifying the portfolio, the risks are minimized. Number 8. Never go into debt. While sometimes you may have to borrow money in order to invest and grow your business, try never to go into debt. This means saving up and paying cash when you want to buy something or launch a new venture. The earlier you learn how to be rich from nothing, meaning without much financial backing or seed capital, the better off you'll be. It takes time, but if you do it right, your savings will become an asset rather than a liability. If you need to use debt as leverage, find creative ways to pay yourself back first before using those funds or anything else. For example, if you take out a loan to start your business with no guarantee of income or revenue stream coming in, put that money aside as an emergency fund before spending any of it on building out your idea. Spend time and attention on personal growth until you have enough money. Then do something meaningful and assist others. If you want to transform your life, put your excuses aside and go to work. Nobody's going to do it for you. That concludes today's video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Also, please share your ideas in the comment section. We'd love to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe and leave this video a huge thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.